What is up, everyone? Let me make sure I'm actually being heard, because that's the bane of my existence. Yeah, it looks like I'm actually being heard. Welcome to tonight's episode of Forging Fates. As always, Forging Fates is, if I can find my notes here. I had them up, boys, and they just disappeared on me.
Somebody get this man on Broadway.
Welcome to New Age Geeks channel. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for all people who, from all walks of life, through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight, we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the Critical Role world of Exandria, so follow our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. As always, we are partnered with The Phoenix, a non-profit group building a community of people in recovery aiming to end the stigma around the rehabilitation journey from substance use through a sober, active lifestyle. They have an app that you can use to schedule in-person or virtual events, including yoga, D&D, meditation, and rock climbing, just to name a few. You can click the link below to download the app and connect with a new community of friends to support your journey. And I'm going to open it up to the rest of the team. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you, Little Mermaid Ariel, for the follow as we get started today.
Hell yeah. If you like what we do and you'd like to support the channel, you can drop a tip in the tip jar, get yourself something nice from our online merch shop, or donate to one of our Patreon tiers. Anything you could send our way helps us. I see what happened, Joe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, we don't have a session and then everything falls apart. Anything you could send our way helps us bring more of this content to you.
You can also support us by subscribing to all of our socials, along with watching, liking, and sharing our videos.
3 for 3.
You can become one of the New Age Geeks simply by joining our Discord or subscribing to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Perks include moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of our growing community. Again, thank you, geeks, for joining us on tonight's episode of Forging Fates.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they want to talk about before we get started?
Is our Goodberry episode up?
It's not. I need to edit one thing on it, and then it'll be up tomorrow by noon.
All right, so everyone should check out the YouTube.
The tubes tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Let me get up. I feel like we're missing something. Does it always go this fast?
Roll the intro.
We're good.
Jeez Louise.
We're ready to go.
2 weeks, I'm all fucked up. All right, well, I'm going to dive into our intro, and we will be back with that. Okay. All right, so picking up where we last left off, the group they spoke to the clasp, they made a plan, got all set up to intercept the incoming myriad on the road, spoke to the class members, Clover going off to her own certain things and meeting with them. They eventually set out and made a trap on the road, scouted the area with Tristan and Whisper coming across a pair, 3 forest spirits that seemed to interact with the two of them, giving Whisper a boon because of her good nature towards them, and Tristan getting nothing. Eventually, they all settled in for the night to prepare for the Myriad's entrance the next day. Clover and Whisper had a brief conversation about how Whisper got her club. Whisper and Gormrog had a conversation about how Tristan and Gormrog met and offered to introduce Whisper to the elder of the Rivermaw tribe. From there, the group rose the next day and prepared to spring their trap, with Finnick and Tristan applying their camouflage masks, getting all ready to hide themselves in the mud that had come down from the rain the previous day. And from there, the caravan came in and the trap was sprung, with Clover engaging and almost instantly dispatching the what seemed to be the face of this band, and with quick work took out several of the other Myriad members before eventually capturing the last one and pumping him for information, where they learned about a cave not too far where one of the wagons had peeled off and parked up there, a cave which Tristan and Gormrog are familiar with, which they refer to as the Butthole Cave.
Canon.
It's canon, apparently. From there, they observed 2 Myriad members kind of taking things off of one of the wagons, bringing it inside the mouth of this cave, and Whisper, using the explosive charge she had taken off of Redep's cold, froggy body, tossed it into the mouth of the cave, causing a massive explosion, instantly just shredding the 2 Myriad members. And that is where we left off. So, picking up from there, Whisper, as the explosion rips out of the mouth of the cave, you being closest, what do you want to do?
Is there any rocks or anything I can be like ducked behind?
Yeah, easy enough. There's plenty of, especially with your explosion, there's a good bit of debris that kind of bursts out from the cave, and there is the like any good cave system, there is some rocks out there that seem like they may have been taken from the inside and placed out, like in almost setting up a bit of a opening, widening the opening to this cave.
So wait, the explosion already happened. This is not like me hiding so I don't get hurt from the explosion.
Correct. The explosion already happened. They are all dead inside.
All right. Well, where's everybody else?
Away from that.
I'm
Back
right next
the hell
to the
up.
opening.
I think it was successful.
Whisper, your
I
ears are
would
still
agree.
ringing a bit from the explosion.
So I'm like extra loud when I yell that.
Nick, do you hear any thoughts inside?
Any thoughts? Is that what you said?
I mean, I could try and see if I hear anything. Okay. So I will cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. What's the range on that?
30 feet. And I would, I'll move slightly in, like 5 feet into the cave.
Okay. Okay, so as you cast the spell and you expand your awareness out, initially you only pick up one other mind in there, and it doesn't seem like it's coming from inside the cave. It's coming from around you, not actually inside the cave.
Okay.
Is it good?
I don't know if it's something. I don't think it's something inside the cave. It's something else.
I'm gonna start just looking around.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of glance around, Fortunately enough, this other person doesn't seem to be hiding, as coming from the edge of the woods outside of this mouth of cave, you see an athletic figure dressed in black linen hood, cowl, tunic, and pants, dark charcoal gray leg wraps, and black leather ankle boots. A few wisps of white hair can be seen from the top of their hood. Their dark skin and a set of captivating dark violet eyes look out at you. You see down at their side a thin blade. And I would like to introduce our guest for this evening.
God damn.
Polaris, anything else you'd like to describe as you see this elven barbarian turn and lock eyes with you?
Polaris is, like I said before, is a slight yet athletic figure, and like as they move a little closer, they don't really make a sound when they move, and just sort of like looks at you and says, "Oh, it was some incredibly impressive work that a lot of you did back on the road."
I'm going to have. So my eyes, as he's talking, are just going to flare in the reptilian form while he's talking.
Were you following us?
No, I was following them, and I point to the cave.
To what end?
Well, since it seems as if we have mutual enemies, I think perhaps I could be a little bit more straightforward with you. And then I pull the hood and the cowl back, and you guys see a very attractive, charisma 14, handsome, somewhat androgynous, but strong, somewhat strong jaw, young drow. Pointed ears, snow white hair, violet eyes, looking incredibly secure in themselves. But seems to be looking in every direction all at once at the same time. My name is Polaris. I hail from your house. I am an agent of the Kryn Dynasty.
Would any of us know
No.
that?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So anybody know what the Kryn Dynasty is?
I mean, Tristan, you definitely would know what the Kryn Dynasty is. You can all roll intelligence checks or history checks, whichever you'd prefer to determine.
19.
3.
I got a 6.
So Finnick, not some you've heard. I mean, you've all heard of it, but with a 6, you know it's somewhere down south, somewhere. You're not really exactly sure where that is. Clover, what'd you roll? I'm sorry.
3.
3. Yeah, you've never even heard of this place. Whisper and Gormrog, I would say you both are pretty familiar with the details of the Kryn Dynasty. They Whisper, Jem doesn't know, but Whisper does. It's a kingdom to the south in Wildmount that is a monarchy run by a primarily drow order. They worship a thing called the Luxon, which is a semi-deitic item that that's pretty much all you would know. It's but yeah.
Do you have any idea the kinds of people that you are attacking?
Bad people.
Murderers?
That.
Oh. Insight check. I don't.
On who?
On, shoot. I'm gonna go with Whisper. Just trying to, just because Polaris is just feeling really skeptical. He's just like, he's just like,
Go ahead and roll an insight check. Whisper,
Yeah.
go ahead and either roll a deception or a persuasion check. Don't say which one it is.
okay.
We all know Whisper has a plus 17 in deception and a minus 2. But
All right. I got my roll.
Yeah.
I got at an 18.
I got a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
What
So
does
it's
he gather
persuasion.
from that, Whisper?
Okay.
Huh?
What does he gather from that?
I mean, I'm telling the truth. They're bad people.
Okay. All right. He's just like, huh.
I seem a little too excited about it, but
Right. And yes.
Why are you following them?
These people are criminals. They have stolen important, sensitive documents to the Dynasty, and they have harmed citizens of the Dynasty. You're right.
They killed my brother.
They what?
They killed my brother. We brought him back to life, but he was dead for like hours.
We killed thousands of other people as well.
we ate them, or one of them.
I am very, very talented in getting in and out of places unseen.
Me too.
However, there may be far more agents deeper in this cave. I propose we an alliance, temporarily.
How do we know we can trust you?
You don't.
Yeah.
At least he's
But
honest.
But I give you my word on my faith in the Luxon. And he pulls out this little, what looks like a little necklace, and it has the symbol of the dodecahedron. And it's very simple. It's not ornate. It's not like a full holy symbol. It's just a little. And he puts his heart. I swear upon my belief in the Luxon.
Can I insight check him?
Go ahead. I'll run an insight check. Polaris, go ahead and either roll a persuasion or deception.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I got an 11.
Okay. What is she insight from you, Polaris?
She gets that he's not lying, and he's not good at not lying, and he's uncomfortable using the truth, and he doesn't know if this is gonna work. Like, you get the feeling that this guy is super shady, but he's not being shady now, and he's worried this might have been a mistake. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, I guess, better with bigger numbers.
is it okay to say that a drow is shady? Like, that feels a little racist. I don't know.
What?
Oh, sorry. He seems, let me reword that. He seems like he's deceptive. This is the kind of person that seems to be like a trained liar. Like, you see all the kind of ticks that you would, but he's not using any of them. Thank you.
So
Okay.
what are you good at other than being quiet?
Seeing in the dark, investigating, putting together mysteries. Switches to Elvish. I'm very good with languages.
Are you like a detective?
Yes, actually, I am. Detecting and investigation is one of the many tools that I have at my disposal. Would you like me to scout the cave first?
I was just about to go in. Let's do it together.
All right, let's do this. and myself and I'm so
Clover.
sorry I didn't get your name.
Oh yeah, I'm Clover.
All right. Well, hopefully if we live through this, I'll get the rest of your names. And he just winks at everybody behind them as it just sneaks into the cave alongside Clover.
Okay, so the pair of you go
Right,
ahead and
turns
first
a-
roll stealth checks for me.
Gormrog's turning a darker shade of green.
Rolled a 19.
20.
Okay.
Cool.
So the pair of you slink off, making your way around the edge of this opening in the wall. The ground outside of it, you can see, is littered with bits of rock and stone that have been clawed out from the inside of whatever this cave is, and dumped on the outside, seemingly increasing the size inside of whatever this cave is. But as you come in, the initial thing you see is this large open space. Char marks now are in a little bit of a dome in the center of the room from the explosion. Whisper had a small scent of gunpowder still lingers in the air. You see several wooden trunks almost lining either side, charred, and a few of them crackling with embers from the explosion, but nothing openly burning. You see the remains of the two now dispatched Myriad members. And leading in further, you see a long, another tunnel towards the rear that seems to lead off into a much larger space.
I'm gonna check and see if they're unconscious or if they're.
Oh, they're in pieces. They're most certainly.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Although they are in pieces, am I able to identify either of them as the one specific one who was described to us? That I
No,
can't
neither of them
remember,
are
right?
half-orcs.
A half orc?
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Do these two look like ones I've followed before?
Yeah, they
While
are.
I've been-
they are
okay,
people on that
all
part
right.
of that caravan that you've tracked this far.
Okay, so I can kind of just count out those two faces as who we're gonna potentially deal with. Do I have a rough number of what could be in the cave potentially?
You were tracking about 10 Myriad members on that caravan.
Neither of these are the one I was looking for. I mean, it's good that they're dead, but neither of them are the one.
Wait. I've been tracking about 10 of them for weeks now. There's potentially 8 more deeper in the cave. How many have you and your party dispatched?
Oh, there was another caravan. Oh gosh, I can't remember exactly how many we killed, but there maybe like 8 8 or something. Should I get the rest before we go any
I was gonna
deeper?
ask, going or get the others?
Yeah, I'll go get the others.
All right. I'll stay here and keep watch. I'll send out a signal or shout out if something comes.
Okay. And I will go back and tell the others that, hey guys, there's 2 dead in there, but the cave goes really deep. So we're gonna go deeper.
Should we all go together?
Yeah.
I would say so.
I don't want to separate.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so as you all kind of wind around this corner and enter into the cave, again, you see the several trunks lined up against the walls and the tunnel ahead of you.
Are the trunks destroyed?
They seem like they were out. They're a little charred, and some of them like crackle a little bit with embers, but they're not destroyed.
Can I open one?
Go ahead. You can go ahead. Just for shits and giggles, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Okay. That's a 10.
10. Takes you a better part of 2 minutes, but you sit there, you trip on it, you focus some of your nature energy, and you feel your muscles swell with that animalistic rage that dwells inside you, and eventually you pop it open, and there's foodstuffs. There's some rice. There's grains. There are some vegetables that seem like they've been packed and stored. Seems like
Was there only one crate, or
No,
is there more than one crate?
there's probably a dozen in this space.
I'm gonna start investigating the crates.
Okay.
I'll
Like
join.
right after Whisper does that, I'm like, that is an excellent idea. Should we look over the crates before we go any further, or do we want to go on ahead?
Well, let me
That
know
might-
if you find meat.
Yeah, we should pack some stuff in the bag of holding.
We
Alright,
want to clear out the cave first, in case this makes a lot of noise.
I think
Yes,
the boom made a lot of noise.
The boom did make a lot of noise.
It did make a lot of noise. I don't
It's
know what
watching
I'm thinking.
intensely is far deep, waiting for any movement or any sound while this is all happening.
Yeah, I'll keep a
Yeah, I
lookout
got
with
one.
Tristan.
Yeah, I'm keeping one eye over there as well.
Okay, so I'll say 2 of you roll perception checks and 2 of you roll investigation checks.
All right,
Oh.
I will go for
Go investigation.
investigation.
I'll roll perception. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Mine's +4. I remember somebody has higher than mine.
Wait, I'll do
Yeah.
perception. Question: because I'm in a cave, is it enough? Is it dark enough for me not to have disadvantage because of direct sunlight?
I'll say in this front part, it's the sunlight's still coming in from that opening.
All
so
good. I just
once
wanted
we
to
get
double
out of
check.
this part, you'll be fine. But I'll say in this initial cave entrance.
Okay.
And just while we're rolling, can I look around the cave to see if I see any writing in any of the languages that I can understand?
Sure, roll a perception check for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
got
got
a.
a,
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 16 in investigation.
I got a 12 in perception, but I just want to say I do have a passive perception of 24.
Okay.
If that counts for anything.
Jesus.
Was I rolling over perception or somebody else?
If they both
for it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I rolled everybody's favorite number on investigation. 11.
14.
okay. So just raise a hand who rolled the investigation checks for me. Okay, so you two start prying open these containers and looking inside. Initially, most of them seem like they're just supplies meant for a long-term occupation, almost. But as you start to dig down a little further, you start to uncover weapons lining the bottom of all of these canisters, and you see tools meant to that Clover, you would immediately recognize as any sort of like lock-picking tools and any sort of supplies that someone in a profession that you are familiar with would use. Polaris, you as well would recognize a lot of these tools as like things that the Myriad uses in their day-to-day operations. There are weapons, armor, lock-picking tools, small explosive charges that seem like they're used to blow locks open. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot to go in these things. I will say, Polaris, with your 24 passive perception, Clover, you have a very high passive perception as well, so I would say you know this as well.
I do. My passive perception is a 17.
Yeah. I'll say you two hear footsteps coming from inside the area. They seem like they're trying to be quiet, and they're not like directly approaching you. They seem like they're moving to get into position behind.
I'm going to ready my weapons as I hear that and just kind of try to make eye contact with anyone else, in
kind of like a stage whisper, I say, footsteps incoming, and then I'm gonna go find like a crate or something to hide behind.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Yep. Ugh, 13. Not rolling well.
before anything pops up, I'm gonna make sure I'm as close to Gormrog, at least within 10 feet of him, before anything happens.
I'd like to ready my crossbow so that if anyone gets within view, I can just pew.
I am gonna sit on a crate in the middle of the room with my club and just look where it was suggested, and look deeper into the cave and just wait.
To just stand behind Whisper.
I'm gonna
Solid.
load my fists and get ready.
Okay. As you all kind of sit and watch this entrance get ready, you don't see anyone cross that threshold, but you hear a voice holler out. What's your business here? Who are you all?
It's at that point that I would like to come out of hiding with a dagger in hand and just no. Never mind. I'm gonna take that back. He's gonna just hide and I'm gonna let the rest of them handle it.
Does this voice sound familiar?
It does not.
That's
So this isn't Broheim?
It does not appear to be.
Protrube, whatever his name is. Protrub. Brosidon, King of the Broshan.
We're here to kill the Myriad.
Why? Who are you all?
We're dangerous.
Not that it's gonna matter much longer, but we're the Fists of Fate.
Well, is there some sort of a arrangement or agreement we can come to? I'm sure we could find an amicable way for us all to walk out of this situation.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah,
an
me
insight
too.
check. I'm gonna say it's a disadvantage because you can't actually see the person yet.
No worries, I
But
got you.
since you're-
Actually,
But
what
since
do
you're
I
both rolling
have?
together,
Oh wait, I think I have like a class feature thing. Hold on, let me look. Is it? Because I'm an inquisitive rogue.
you can roll. Finnick.
Eye for detail. No, doesn't work on that. All right, that's fine. You said disadvantage, right?
Just roll flat because you're both doing it.
Okay.
That would be a 22.
Oh, I only got a 10.
Okay, Finnick, they seem certainly concerned, considering someone just threw a bomb in their secret base and blew up 2 of their friends. So you get the sense that they're probably willing to negotiate at this point.
How many of you are there?
How many of you are there?
I asked you first.
First is the worst, second is the best.
How far away do we think this guy is?
Come
With-
out. Hands
with-
up.
No.
Weapons down.
With mine and Polaris's passive perception, can we tell how far away they are?
From where you are, they're probably about 80 feet. They seem to be through that. Looking at it, there is a small tunnel that opens up into a larger room, and you're about halfway into the larger room you're in, so it's about 70 to 80 feet is where you're hearing the voice come from. Who said hands out? Up, I'm sorry.
Finnick.
Finnick, go ahead and roll a persuasion check for
Finnick.
me.
Persuasion. It's a 12.
12. You come out first, hands up, and maybe we can negotiate.
Out is this way.
Huh? What'd you say?
Out is this way.
It's
We're
funny.
coming out with our hands up. We'd have to go this way. But you are that way.
Just hold your hands up. Let me make sure you're not going to shoot us in the face or something.
It's
Yeah, I got
funny,
my
you're
pistol.
trying to negotiate with us, but we've got the trunks full of explosives.
Roll an intimidation check, Glover.
Oh, hell yeah. Um, +2, 21 with my +2 intimidation.
The scariest.
You with that, Clover, you see a pair of hands poke out from the edge of that tunnel in front of you, and you see a face. Halfling just kind of duck their head out. Who are all of you? What's going on here?
I would like to come out of hiding. I don't know mechanically how you want to handle this. And, like, grab him and put my dagger to his throat.
He's about 80 feet away from you, so you.
Oh, he's 80 feet? Oh, yeah, okay.
He's pretty far
Never
away from you
mind.
at this point.
Okay, so he's just doing that. Okay. I am going to say you've made some incredibly powerful enemies. Perhaps if you willingly hand over what you have stolen from your host, I might be able to convince these people not to take revenge on you for murdering their family and kin.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me.
Ah, 10.
I'm
not very scary.
Not necessarily in the position to make those sort of deals, but
Fun.
I see that
Come
you're
all the way
from
out.
Jorhas. What about, why are the rest of you here? Who are you people?
Did you not hear what we said earlier?
Yeah, the Fists of Fate. Are you the ones that he brought with him? The ones who killed Redep?
Yeah, he didn't taste that good.
You ate him?
Yeah.
There's no way that tasted good.
No, I didn't. I regretted it.
That's literally what she just said. You're not very bright, are you?
You know what?
Where is he?
He's inside.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
18 plus stuff. Plus 3. 21.
All right. You don't sense any deception in the way he said that.
Hey.
Tristan, what are you doing right now?
I'm sitting like about 5-10 feet away from Gormrog, and I'm just waiting for something to happen. I'm listening very intensely. My eyes are still flared up, and I'm just watching.
Well, if you want to talk, I suggest everybody gets in here and talk.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the best plan for us right now. I mean, you've all come to our lovely abode and attacked us. So I think
And you did it first, so what's the problem here?
the problem is you've come to our house, so we'll have to play a little defensive right now.
How far away is he from me?
About 70 feet. You're pretty close. You said you were up close. Yeah.
I was sitting in the middle of the room, yeah.
I do not think that you quite grasp, and I would like to switch to my longbow, my short bow, which does have a range of 80.
Right.
And like he kind of slides it from behind, like he had it kind of tucked underneath the hood, and he kind of slides it out, and he starts setting the bow very quietly, and he's doing this while he's not in direct line of sight of
Right.
the halfling. You do realize that your organization has been infiltrated by agents of one of the betrayer gods. And from what I can tell, these individuals that I have deputized under the authority of the Kryn Dynasty are now aware that you are cooperating with the children of malice, worshippers of Loth, the Spider Queen. So you can either negotiate or prepare to face the dynasty's justice.
As you say that, his hands kind of lower down to his sides, taking a more relaxed position.
Can I do something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Me
Go ahead, Whisper.
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where is Clover in pertaining to where me and Gormrog are?
Tristan,
I mean, I'm whispering.
Tristan, hold on. Whisper, what'd you say? What do you want to do?
Wait, answer that one first.
All right, what'd you ask, Tristan?
Where is Whisper? How far back or forward compared to me and Gormrog?
Well, I think you, Whisper, and Gormrog all kind of said you were in the same position, right? You're all taking
Okay.
center stage in the middle of the room.
I saw. Okay,
He's
Felix.
behind Whisper.
And then Finnick, I think, took the front position, and then Clover was hiding to the side with...
I wasn't hiding. I have my weapon readied, and I'm probably somewhere in between in this room, like right in the middle between the door to the hallway and the door to the exit.
Okay. All right, Whisper, now what was your question?
I want to say, I'm bored. Tristan, boom! And I want to shoot him with my crossbow.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
That was our phrase. Our special phrase.
Yes, Whisper.
17. That hit.
That definitely will hit.
All right, here we go.
It's 7 damage.
Okay. What are you hitting him with?
My crossbow.
The bolt slams into his shoulder, and you see him pull a small. As it hits, his hand reaches into his belt and pulls a small brown spherical object off of his out of his pouch.
Fucking cover.
I will say, everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I want to chase the arrow as you shot it.
Yeah, that was our key word.
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
So
Yes.
so was he within our view?
Yeah, he came
So we
into.
could see him.
Yeah, he came.
Okay.
In.
Oh, okay. So I should have gotten an opportunity attack as well, because I
She
had
did say
ready
she
my
was
weapon.
readying her cross.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
for-
go ahead and
yeah.
make your attack.
Sorry, I had
No,
missed when you said that we could see him.
No worries, no worries.
And that is with my short bow, and that was a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 16 to hit, 1d6 plus 3. That's a 9 damage.
Okay, your arrow slams into his throat, and blood you see start pouring down his shirt as he tries to fumble with the sphere in his hand, not able to seemingly set it off, and just slumps down and face plants into the dirt. Okay, I need initiative order 25 to 20.
Oh.
Gormrog?
22.
Oh. Also 22.
Okay. Who's got a higher dex? You or Clover or Gormrog?
I'm plus
I'm also plus 3.
3. Ooh. You can take the
Roll
first.
Please.
Go for it.
What'd you roll, Polaris?
21.
Okay. So Gormrog, Clover, Polaris?
Sure.
20 to 15. 10 to 5. No,
6.
15 to 10. Sorry, 15 to 10.
Oh.
10.
10 to 5.
6.
Whisper.
Whisper, what do you got?
3.
It's okay. It's
You got
okay.
that first hit
We're
though.
going
Get the
forward,
first shot off.
She started it,
It's
so.
the opening salvo. It's all good.
Mhm.
All right.
It's just the rest of us playing catch up. That's all it is, Whisper. That's all it is.
Gormrog, you're up first. There's 70 feet between you and the bottleneck into the opening of the cave, where you suspect the other two are.
And little dude had a round thing that he pulled out that we suspect might be a possible explosive.
I mean, it looks very similar to the one Whisper had previously.
Okay. There's going to be a flare of energy around my feet as I burn a key point and use Step of the Wind and my movement and shoot the 70 or 80 feet, whatever it is, to him. And I'm going to try and pick up that little ball thing and throw it deeper into the cave at whatever I might happen to see from his vantage point.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check for me as you chuck this into the space you expect these two to be.
19, 20, 21,
Yeah, that's
22.
Good enough. Go ahead and roll 8d6 damage.
D6 damage. Adding anything? Because that's
Was that what he was trying to throw at us?
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
a man-made fireball.
5. 1d6 is 5.
No, 8d6.
8d6. I did
Yeah.
not hear that. Oh my god. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because, I have that many. Okay, we got 26.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Ah,
Fastest combat ever.
So far.
So far.
I want to just with a roar because he's talking a lot about home, about you're coming into our home. I don't have a home. They took that from me. They killed my family. So yeah, they just took him out, but there's more people in there, and we're gonna take them out. So I'm gonna rush forward, like I said, with that burst of energy flaring from my feet. I'm gonna scoop it up. I'm gonna make a quick check of who's in the room, and I'm gonna chuck it at them. And I want them to catch it, look down, see it, and go boom.
So, as you throw it into their space, they grab onto it, and there's the explosion. And then there are two subsequent explosions as it hits the other two. Just the entirety of this cave system shakes now. And I will say, Gormrog, roll a dexterity saving throw. Gormrog, roll a dexterity saving throw.
19.
You take 5 damage as just the explosion just shakes the entirety of the cave and causes a bit of debris to just explode outwards. And you being that close to the entirety of it just speckles you with a bit of debris, but you're able to avoid the large brunt of it. But there are now 3 dead bodies on the floor. And we're out of combat.
yeah.
I, with my bow still out, I'm heading deeper, into the cave, to just sort of look around, investigate, see what's going on.
I'm following Polaris.
And I don't know if it'll count for the timing, but after she shot her crossbow, I was going to kind of run right after it. So I don't know where I would be pertaining to where Gormrog moved forward a lot faster than I can move.
It's not really that important at this point.
Okay.
But okay. You, as Polaris, as you cross through that threshold, coming up next to Gormrog, and the three of you look out into the space. It's much, much larger, about maybe 3 times larger than the space you were just in. You see a tunnel that curves off to the right. There are several steps that have been carved into the stone in front of, like, maybe 150 feet in front of you, that lead up to a set of double doors that are, again, carved into the stone. And to the left, there is another tunnel that curves off to the right, deeper into the system.
Well, it looks like we've got ourselves a classic complex to explore. Do we want to go up the stairs? Do we want to go down that way? Or do we want to split up?
I'm not leaving anyone alone.
Well, they wouldn't be alone.
I would like to get right into the center of the room and see if I can hear any sort of noise coming from any particular direction.
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Can I give the help action?
Yeah, go ahead and roll at advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Clover. Okay.
Got my bunny ears up.
Yeah, and the way I'm helping is this is like, no. That way.
Okay,
There's
Clover.
something that way.
So, as your little bunny ears pop up and scan around, you catch this faint murmuring from behind the double doors in front of you. You hear a voice, which you've heard now in the past, of the half-orc in front of you. You hear him just barely audible, but because you rolled so high, you promised you'd help us. It's time that you stepped up. These people have killed all of us now. You have an obligation. I have no obligation. You work for me. You've been paid for a job. That is all. You hear this slight bit of scratching of something hard dragging against stone and just going off deeper away.
Okay.
Did you hear?
The half-orc is through the door. Everybody get ready.
Should we not?
Was there anyone else?
I heard another voice. Did I recognize the other voice?
You did not.
I did not recognize it, but it was someone who hired them. I think this person might be even more in charge of Redap.
We need
I think I should.
prepared.
I think I should send my mage hand to open the door, and then I think we should all attack.
I am going to get into like a good angle at the door with my arrow and try and. This is like a big open cave, right, Joe?
Yeah.
So there's no cover, no stalactites.
Not in this open space. This has been pretty carved
Okay.
out to be this open area for them to operate in.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try and kind of move myself so that I'm tactically to where I could fire into the room.
Okay.
Have to move as best. It's real hard to.
Are you guys all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna send my mage hand to go open the door. And then I'm immediately gonna kind of like kneel down in like this like I don't know, kneeling position. I'm so descriptive. And ready my crossbow.
Okay. As you cast the mage hand and send it forward and it reaches out, your mage hand is invisible, or no?
Let me see,
It can
because
be
I don't know if
if
I
you
reached
decide
that
to.
level yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was a level based thing.
It is a level-based thing. I don't think it's invisible yet.
Okay. So how do you want it to look?
Ah, it is invisible. I can make it invisible. Okay.
Okay. So is it invisible in this moment?
Yes.
Okay. So you reaching out, you sensing the space where it is, you feel it grasp onto the door, and you try and turn it. The door's locked.
Well, yeah, my mage hand is gonna have its lockpicking kit.
Okay.
Just the finger pops open and
I
Inspector Gadget style.
love
Well, it's got
arcane tricksters.
it's got the Wendy fingernail, so the Wendy fingernail pops out. I learned this from my teacher, Mrs. Malis. She used to lock herself out of her house all the time.
So go ahead and roll a.
Right, my proficiency.
Yeah.
+2.
Lockpick check.
That was a 13, unfortunately.
Okay, so you feel your hand slip into the locking mechanism and it's just not able to unlock it in this space here.
I'm sorry, guys. This
Should we
is my
just
first.
knock?
And then I
Yeah.
just sneak over and I start pulling out my thieves tools kit and get very quietly in front, and I'm going to look at the door and see if it's trapped.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Thank
Perception or
you.
investigation, whichever you prefer.
Am I deep enough in the cave that I don't have
you're good-
disadvantage?
You're good now.
Ah, awesome. All right. Okay. Okay, I rolled a 1.
It's not. There's no trap on it. I mean, you feel pretty confident that it's not trapped at all.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna try and unlock the door with
Okay.
my thieves' tools. And that's a Dex with plus proficiency, right?
Yeah. If you're proficient in thieves' tools.
Yes, I am. Nope, that's an 11.
You
11.
go ahead and dig your
That
tools
curse.
in there, and just you're not able to get this lock popped.
Damn.
Tristan, you want to take a shot at kicking it down?
I
Wait.
thought you'd never ask.
I'm getting out of Tristan's way.
Wait. So,
I'm gonna-
hold on. 2 people have said wait.
I'm gonna pretend
Whisper's
to
been
scare myself.
asking to knock for a while now. Maybe we should give it a chance.
It's not exactly a surprise that we're here.
Thanks for the follow, science guy.
Whisper has a valid
Science
point.
guy. I get it.
I'm gonna keep walking with feel the sense of my whatever scales are visible, lightly glowing, and the rage light just fuming, almost coming off me. And I'm gonna knock. I'm going to knock. I'm not gonna try and knock the door down, but I'm going to give it some. I'm gonna take my blade out and use the bottom of the handle and just give it 3 hard, really hard hits.
Okay. As you do that, the familiar voice echoes inside. We don't need to do this. Go away. We can let this all blow over.
I'd like to do my lockpicking check one more time. Polaris, maybe if we work together, we can get it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He says in a whisper, a really low whisper, because I don't want him to know. Actually, I just nod,
Okay.
and then I
I'll say
help action.
sure. I'll say
essentially.
one of you go ahead and roll at advantage, but the DC is going to be a little bit higher because you've had 2 failed saves now. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. First is... Thank God. My first roll was like goddamn 11. 22.
Okay. Clover, as you pull up, you and Polaris, 4 eyes locked on this just insanely complex mechanism, it seems, and are able to dig in with the both of you using your tools, and you lean against each other. One of you sliding in your pick a little bit deeper, you hear, and you're able to turn the lock open.
And now I run back and I ready my crossbow.
Yeah, I sort of like almost in sync, like a dance. Like Polaris is like goes up and is readying a short bow.
Okay, how far back are you both going? Just so I know.
How big is the room?
You haven't opened the door yet, The door's just unlocked.
Oh, the room behind us.
Oh,
The
the room
room
behind
behind
you?
Yeah.
Probably about 250 feet long, 100 feet wide.
Ooh. Okay. 100 feet wide. At an angle, I'm gonna go about 30.
So from the door, you're going 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Where are you, Clover?
2 big hops back, so let's say 20 feet.
20 feet. Tristan, you're
I
right.
have my
at
hand on the door, getting ready to open it.
Okay. Gormog, where are you? Just so I know.
Behind everybody.
So behind everyone, as in behind Clover or behind Tristan? Because Clover's back from the door. Tristan's right at the door. So
Behind Clover.
behind Clover. Okay. Where are you, Whisper?
Behind Tristan.
Behind Tristan?
Probably around 10 feet behind him.
Sure. Finnick, where are you?
Probably 10 feet to the left of the door.
10 feet to the left of the door. Okay. All right. What's the game plan, everyone?
I'm gonna look back, eyes glowing, and tell everyone, I'm opening the door.
Fucking
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
And
charge.
it's gonna go like I'm getting ready to like open it, and then I'm gonna pull my foot back and just blast it open.
Okay, Tristan, you rear back. You feel the arcane surge throughout your body, and you slam into the door, just releasing all that pent-up energy you've had over the last several days. And I need Finnick, Tristan, and Whisper to all roll dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
That nat 1 came back to bite us.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's 17.
Oh no. I'm looking like this might help me. 5.
Same.
All right,
Twins.
so that's 2 fails. Finnick, you
I got a
pass.
17.
Anyone should have raged first?
I thought you were.
Not yet.
So Whisper and Tristan, you both take 11 fire damage.
Fuck.
Finnick, you take 5. As you kick the door open, you hear 2 little clicks, and the entirety of the door just explodes. The stone shattering against the walls, illuminating the space momentarily in just a fireball. But the rest of you are far back enough where it doesn't affect.
Tal'Dorei magic.
I would like to release my crossbow the second I have eyes on someone.
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay, I was on the next. What do I see?
16.
16. Okay. So, Clover, as you look into the room, you see it opens up in almost, it has like 2 bubbles that kind of arc in. It's almost like a heart-like shape to it. They're not specifically made to look like a heart. On the left side, you see you see some webbing that has been laid out into that back corner, up into this like nook in the ceiling. To the right, you see a few stalagmites that kind of like connect from the ceiling to the floor, and it seems like this room is still being cleared out. They haven't fully dug it out yet, but you see a large stone, almost sarcophagus in the back right corner.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
And
Whatever you do not touch it.
I will say you see the half-orc back hiding behind one of the stone pillars. Great axe in his hand, kind of one hand pressed up against the stone, just eyes looking out towards you. As about half cover, you'd say at this point.
Okay.
We can resolve this peacefully.
There is no oh wait, I didn't see anything.
Peace was never an
Actually-
option.
There's
So
no
am I-
peace for those who consort with Loth.
16. My to hit was a 15.
Okay, so you shot at him?
Oh yeah, that's what I said I was gonna
Okay.
do. I was gonna release.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Kind of glances off the stone.
Yeah, that's a little low. Fair enough.
It's just a job. You take yourself off your high horse, Drow.
I'm gonna start walking in.
As
I'm gonna try and find him if that's possible. If I can like walk.
he's made himself known. Like you see him hiding behind his cover as you all kind of make your way up into this space. So this is how it's got to be.
To be fair, you started it.
I'm gonna walk slowly, directly towards him.
I'm like one step to the right behind him, following him.
Okay. I will say, as the pair of you approach him, do you look like you're getting ready to start combat, or you're just approaching him?
I'm not gonna do it with a friendly face, but
Yeah.
Are we going into initiative? Is my point.
I'm not.
You're not going to
planning
get
on
a surprise attack.
attacking,
Is what I'm getting
but
at here. He sees you
Not
coming.
yet, but I'm definitely on the course of raging soon. Like, you can see it. He can see the radiation of my eyes and my scales glowing. That something's
my
happening.
fists don't have long range to them.
All right.
I'm following everyone else's lead, but I don't plan on leaving here with anyone alive.
All right.
And
So,
that's also the
I will
plan.
say, as you all start to filter into the room, and I don't. All right. He turns to that one tunnel, the not tunnel, the one side that is opposite the sarcophagus, where those webs are kind of splayed out. If they kill me, there's no deal for you.
What deal?
Well, maybe there can be a deal with me.
Who are you talking to?
I will say Polaris and Clover, your passive perceptions are high enough. You hear a voice coming from that cutout into the ceiling on the left-hand side.
Okay. And my question stands.
What is it you all want?
I want my family back.
Well,
And I want you
your
all dead.
family. You want him dead. I have nothing to do with that.
You're his boss.
I'm not his boss. He is I just hired him out.
You're his boss.
I
Sent
don't have any
these
authority
minions into your house to steal. I know exactly what you are.
You know nothing, blood traitor. As you hear that, you see one long, thin leg press out from the opening, black in its hard carapace, reach out and onto the floor. Another long leg land on the ground next to it. As this body
Spiders.
begins to pull itself out from this opening. Long silver hair splayed out to its side as its onyx skin leans out from the hole as another two spider legs slam on the ground next to it. Eventually, its entire body slumping down into the floor as 8 long legs push the body up. You see her, no armor on her upper half, just reach down on a belt that wraps around her large abdomen, pull out this black, almost, if it could be painted in a color to analogous to our modern world, it's just Vanta black. This, looking at this blade, is pitch black. It reflects no light, and you see just this little bit of smoke coming from this. The top of the blade is just broken off, and you see black smoke just oozing out from the top of it. I have no issue with your group. You want him, take him. You can't do this. I don't care about him. I don't care about any of these things.
You're exactly what's wrong with the world.
Can I get an insight check on her?
Go ahead and roll an insight check, Tristan. Take him and go,
Capitalist.
and there will be no issue between us all.
Who are you?
Where's my insight? Hold on, where the fuck?
And is it
Okay.
feminine?
Yes, it
16.
The upper half is very much feminine.
Right. Oh gosh. Okay. Someone that has been cursed.
I mean, you
Who
definitely
are
know what
you?
this is. You're very, very aware of what these are.
Yeah, but
Polaris.
like, is it different in our Driders? Because in Forgotten Realms, Driders are all masculine presenting.
It's not either one. There's no difference in this world.
Cool. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna put my old D&D nerd lore on the shelf and just roll with it. Someone deeply cursed, an agent of the spider goddess.
What'd you roll, Tristan?
16.
16. From what she's saying, what you're gathering that she is genuine and like she doesn't give a fuck about this guy. She just wants to move the fuck on. This isn't her fight.
I'm gonna just start walking towards him. Small step, like slowly walking towards him. The orc, not. Yeah.
You see her look towards you, Finnick. You can call me Vonzala. Take him. I do not care. You see him start to fumble with a bag on his hip, and he reaches into the bag, and you gather he's trying to pull out an explosive at this point.
Can I shoot a firebolt at his hand?
Go ahead and roll an attack. Clover, I saw
Oh.
you too, so go ahead and roll your attack.
As they do that, I'm going to take the opportunity to attack the spider.
All right. I will say all of you go ahead and roll initiative then.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. I'll say that stops him from getting it out in this moment.
Oh my god.
Would that set off the explosives in his pouch or no?
I would say just in this instance, no.
Okay. And
'Cause
2
you said you were
points of
aiming
fire
at his hand,
damage
not
to
the
him.
explosive.
I just can't roll initiative in this entire game to go first.
Okay, Gormrog, what'd you roll?
12.
That's including your
Ooh.
bonus?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Clover?
17.
Whisper?
21.
Ooh, nice.
Kristen?
3.
Finnick?
18.
And Polaris?
19.
Wait, 1 second.
What was that?
He said 1 second, that's all I heard.
Mhm.
With that, we are going to go ahead and take our break before we jump into this. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. Hope you're looking forward to it. We'll be right back.
I'm Jacqueline Wilmot, Director of Volunteer and Community Engagement at the Phoenix. We're on a mission to help as many people as we can.
I'm blown away, honestly, by the impact our volunteers are having across the country. The Phoenix is yoga, it's art, it's hiking, it's music. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening at the Phoenix.
Now, because of our virtual volunteer platform, we can take Phoenix anywhere. All they have to do is pick up that volunteer flag, and it's started.
The people, they tend to come to the Phoenix because they get something out of it, you know? There's something genuine about that. And then, you know, along the way, they realize, I can give back. What's so unique about volunteering with the Phoenix is that you can just come as you are, and we will give you the tools and the training to be successful.
I became a volunteer with the Phoenix so that I could give back, even if it's just a little bit of what they've given me. One of my most favorite things about volunteering is meeting people, connecting. I've made friends that I will have for a lifetime.
So it's been a dream of mine to be able to bring fitness or physical activities to the sober community here in Long Beach. And so to hear that the Phoenix was already here and doing that was super exciting for me.
Service to others has been played a major role in my personal recovery. So I like that the Phoenix lets me combine an activity and some service. I also really like riding my bike. So hand in hand, they go together.
I love the Phoenix. I don't know. It's just the classes have really helped me come out of my shell a little bit. I have my confidence back, which I didn't have even though I got clean from drugs and alcohol. I feel like my life is taking off, and everybody at the Phoenix is helping me do that.
Once Phoenix has helped you rise from the ashes, there's this sort of natural response where you want to do that for other people. And the beauty of that is as soon as they find that strength and fortitude in their recovery, they're reaching back for the next person. And if we did that across the country, imagine how many lives could be touched.
So join us in this movement. Whether you are in recovery or an ally, you have something special to offer. Whether you are looking to lead events or support events, you already have everything you need to bring the Phoenix alive in your community. Get started today. We can't wait to make a difference alongside you. Director of Volunteer and Community Engagement at the Phoenix. We're on a mission to help as many people as we can.
I'm blown away, honestly, by the impact our volunteers are having across the country. The Phoenix is yoga, it's art, it's hiking, it's music. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening at the Phoenix.
Now, because of our virtual volunteer platform, we can take Phoenix anywhere. All they have to do is pick up that volunteer flag, and it's started.
The people, they tend to come to the Phoenix because they get something out of it, you know? There's something genuine about that. And then, you know, along the way, they realize I can give back. What's so unique about volunteering with the Phoenix is that you can just come as you are, and we will give you the tools and the training to be successful.
I became a volunteer with the Phoenix so that...
And welcome back, everyone. So, as we jump back into it, the half-orc is right here behind this pillar. There's a pillar here. And the Spider Woman is back here, just off camera. We've got Polaris on his way there, Tristan and Gormrog, and then Whisper and Finnick are holding up the rear. Just off
Wait,
camera.
where am I?
You're just
Putting
off
off
camera.
again?
Yeah, you're just off camera back here.
Okay.
Okay, starting it off from the top, we have the Drider is going to go first.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
On a beach.
She is going to
Bring it on.
off that long belt that kind of wraps around the spider's abdomen. She pulls out this long, just black wooden longbow and just pulls out three arrows, lines them up into the bow, and just pulls back and fires off three shots towards you, Polaris.
Ooh.
First one is a 21 to hit.
That one hits.
Second one is a 20. And
That hits as
last
well.
one is a natural 1.
Okay, definitely misses.
All right. So first damage is you take 8 piercing damage.
8.
And 3 poison.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me check and see. I don't know if do I have it? No. I don't. I thought I did. Okay, 8 poison damage. 8.
No, 8
slashing
piercing,
damage.
3 poison. And then the second one is 6 piercing and 6 poison.
Okay, I like to spend my reaction to half that.
Okay.
So does that have? What does that have?
It runs out.
Because I have. Okay. Uncanny dodge. Okay. So it was. What was the? Is it total damage, right? So
Yeah,
6. Yeah. Okay. So how much damage do I end up taking? 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I was like. Whew.
And with that, she is going to use her spider climb ability to run, walk up the wall and just cling to the ceiling, which is about 30 feet up. But that is going to end her turn. Next up is Whisper.
How far away from the half orc am I?
35 feet.
Can I move to the wall where I can get a clear line of sight of him?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for my elevation stance. Yeah, you can get a clear line of sight on him. You move right here, you got a clear line of sight.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. And I'm gonna try and hit him with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
That's an 18.
That hits.
See something?
And that is
No, I need it
5
light.
damage.
How much?
5.
5.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No.
All right. Polaris, you're up.
All right, am I within 80 feet?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to use my bonus action for steady aim,
Okay.
which gives you advantage on the next attack roll you take this turn, which will give me sneak attack, and I'm going to fire my short bow at her.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Go. Right. I've got advantage and roll. Come on. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Damn.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, and that is it. That's all my actions.
That's unfortunate.
Actually, I will shout out, Clover, Whisper, please help me take down this abomination. This is the true evil, and that's my action.
Okay.
You got it, babe. Sorry.
I wish I could throw a persuasion check in there, but like I got nothing.
Finnick, you're up.
Okay. I will walk right up next to Polaris. And I will use my Chaos Bolt. Does a 19 hit?
It just hits.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's
Okay.
19. Okay.
Right.
Ooh, okay. What does the thing do? Okay, so that'll be 16 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then that is it for now.
Okay, so you pull back and launch the energy into this half spider, half drow creature, and it singes into her side, and she kind of looks at you. This doesn't have to go this way. Does that end your turn?
I'm just gonna say, I mean, you kind of gave us no other choice. And then.
Okay. Clover, you're up.
I too will be shooting Vanzala with steady aim.
Ooh.
Where do you want to be, Clover?
You said I was like right in the background there, behind Finnick.
There you go.
Isn't that what you said?
I did. I'm just, my brain don't work good.
Okay, yeah, I'm like right behind Finnick, I believe.
Okay.
So that was a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay. Well, what's the range on your crossbow?
80 or 130.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
remember what.
You're within range.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know. So dirty 20. Sorry.
Ooh.
1 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 3 is 15 damage.
Oh, what'd you roll to hit? I'm sorry.
It was a dirty 20 to hit.
That's right. You said that. 15 damage.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that is all I can do since I used my bonus action.
Did you want to move at all?
I cannot.
Yeah, steady aim.
Oh,
You can't take
okay.
a move action when you use it.
Gotcha.
That's why I was like, ugh, when I missed my attack.
All right, Gormrog, you're up.
I'm gonna take a step towards Whisper and then straight down till I'm next to the half-orc Brotato Chip. Can I move one more? Thank you. And I'm gonna say to him, you got a choice to make. Us or the spider. Who are you fighting?
Is that when you're gonna do it your turn?
Well, I mean, speaking's a free action, right? He can respond.
Right. Roll a persuasion check.
And can I roll intimidation instead?
Go ahead.
15.
You see his eyes kind of look at you and then look towards the spider, but I'm gonna say you gotta wait till his turn to see if he's gonna make a decision or not.
Right. Then can I hold an attack action to see if he goes to attack me, and then I'll punch him in his face?
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Next up is Tristan.
I'm going to flank the other side of the rock.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one step back.
Sure.
And as I notice that Gormy is not initially attacking him, I'm still and almost going into a rage flaring, and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna assume I could hear because I was only right there what he said to him. And I'm gonna have my blade out while half flaring, getting ready to rage, and say,
Well, you could rage is a bonus action. You can't hold a bonus action, so.
that's okay. So I'm going to also use my free action to tell him you have seconds to choose, and then also hold my action to attack him if he does something dumb.
Okay. All right. It is his turn now. He's gonna look back and forth between the two of you, seeing the terrible fucking spot he's in. What? If I help you, you'll let me go? Okay, that's gonna end his turn.
Yeah, definitely not gonna answer that.
He's holding his attack too, just prepared.
He's holding his attack to hit us?
Well, he's holding his attack in case one of you attack him. He's going to attack back. He's still got his axe up. He's ready to go in case this deal doesn't work out.
It's a standoff.
Yeah.
Next up is the Drider.
No.
God, we're in so much trouble.
Let's see, she's got.
It happens.
So she is still up on the ceiling, so she's still about 30 feet up in the air from you. And she looks down on you, Polaris. There's still time, Blood Trader. She pulls out 3 arrows, locks them onto you, and pulls back and fires all 3 at you again.
Oh.
Shit.
That is a...
Yeah.
19.
I gotta push it.
That hits.
That is a 10.
That misses.
And that's another 1.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to use Uncanny Dodge to half whatever damage is rolled.
Okay.
Just to be safe. The way that kind of looks is like you see Polaris literally leap in the air and then corkscrew in mid-air as the arrows are kind of flying past him, and one of them the one that hits just kind of nicks him as he gets on that last spin and
As you corkscrew in the air, the 3 arrows just, you open your arm and it slides past your cheek, through your arm. The other one just grazes underneath your leg. The third one nicks against your ribs, and you feel the bit of poison damage pulse through your body, but you're able to avoid the majority of it. You take 8 piercing and 7 poison. So
that's 15.
15 halved is
halved
7.
8.
Round down.
Round down. So 7?
Yep, 7 down.
Okay. All right. Thank goodness I had that power, because I had 14 hit points left, and now I have 7. Oof.
But that is
I'm calling all healers.
and her turn. Whisper, you are up.
All right. I'm assuming I'm seeing what's happening in this standoff.
Yeah, you can see everything.
And Polaris had called to me for aid. How far away is Spider Lady from me?
35 feet over and then 30 feet up. So I don't know fucking
works.
math, people.
That's fine. I am going to pull some twigs from my hair, and I'm going to reach my hand out, and I want to cast Spike Growth from the ceiling. Where she is.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
So the ground or the area. Well, I'm assuming this works on a ceiling too. Maybe.
I don't see why not.
It's
Okay,
earth.
so-
It's dirt.
Yeah. So then the 20-foot radius centered on a point, which the point is going to be exactly where she is. It's hard spikes and thorns twist and sprout from the ceiling, and the area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. And when a creature moves into or is within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
All right. Does it affect them on the start of their turn, or?
I don't know.
Let me get this up.
It says when a creature moves into or within, so I guess it's only when they're moving.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, you
it's
essentially made it so. Wow,
So
that's
she might
awesome.
not be able to see that it's spiky.
Ah.
Okay. All right. Does that in your turn, Whisper?
Nothing else. Yes, I have nothing else to do.
Did you want to move at all?
I'm gonna move back towards, like, that's Finnick in the middle there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move behind Finnick and to Finnick's right. Yes.
Okay.
That's you. I'm your meat shield.
Polaris, you're up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I am. All right. So there's this. Is this a? I see that there's like a big rock here that kind of counts as cover, but she's on the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
I am going to. First, I'm gonna use my bonus action for insightful fighting.
Okay.
I'd like to make an insight check against a creature that I can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against that target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll. But not if I have disadvantage on it for a minute, or until I use it on a different target.
Okay.
So
what do they have to roll?
They have to make a deception check, and then I make an insight check, and it's contested.
Okay, they rolled a 10.
Oh gosh, okay. Where are you, my insight? Come on. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm going to take my move action to get on the other side of this rock. Just because I feel like I might be a little safer. So I could get like a little bit of cover.
Yeah, this one back here?
Yeah, that one back there.
Okay.
And I am going to use my action to attack with my short bow.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. And then I believe I have sneak attack on them.
Yes, I believe you do.
Oh, awesome. Actions. Come on. Hit. Does a 19 hit?
That just hits.
Oh, yes. Okay, 5 piercing, and then 14 sneak attack damage for a total of 19 damage on my shot.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's go.
The arrow slams into her ribs, just right onto her right side, and she.
I will never betray the Luxon for the likes of you. And that's my turn.
Okay, Finnick, you're up.
Okay, cool. Being predictable as always, I'm gonna go with another Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Because I seem to be having luck with that.
Do what works.
Yes.
Exactly. I gotta do what works.
It's a great spell.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh, alright.
Okay, so do I double the die or the damage?
Roll the dice, double the number, and then add any modifiers.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because I rolled 2 7s on the D8. But I don't want to. Excuse me. I don't need the energy to hop over to a different target because I don't really want to ignite that standoff.
Oh.
So 5 plus 14, 19, and then double that?
Yeah.
So that is 38 points of psychic damage.
What?
Wow. Oh, yeah. At level 4, this bitch is powerful.
As you
Let's
slam
go.
the energy into her, you see her drop her bow and just grab both hands up and grab onto her head.
And I
You see
want
it?
this energy like seeping into her brain like Scarlet Witch style. Just
Oh yeah, you see, what color is your energy again?
like gold.
You see this golden just veins just spike into her ears and just dig into her brain, and you see her eyes kind of glow a bit as the energy swirls around inside of her head. And she is looking rough with that attack.
Okay, cool. And then that, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Clover, you're up.
All right, so I don't know if I am allowed to do this, so can I explain it to you first before I waste my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like, if possible, to run up against the wall, kick myself, rabbit hop, kick myself off the wall, and two-handed weapon the spider girl. The Drider.
Parkour.
I'll say it's going to take your bonus action and an athletics check. Is that okay?
Well, two-handed weapon takes my bonus action. So I guess not.
Two-handed weapon? What do you mean?
Two-handed weapon.
Oh, you're attacking with both hands.
Yeah, so that does take my bonus action. So
You can
I'm
get
just
one
gonna.
attack.
Yeah, no, because that's less fun. I'm just gonna shoot with steady aim.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
4. Ooh. Plus 5. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
1d6 plus sneak attack plus 3. 4, 6, 11, 14 damage.
Okay. So another bolt just pierces into her shoulder, and you see her becoming increasingly frustrated at the situation now. Does that end your turn?
It does, yes.
Gormrog, you're up.
Listen here, protein shake. You got 3 seconds. Me or her? 2 seconds.
Are you gonna let me live?
1 second. Me or her?
Roll a persuasion check.
14.
Kind of looks back and forth at the situation. Turns and you see his attention shift towards the Drider. Taking his eyes off you.
In that case, I'm gonna pull out a dart, take a step, staying in melee range with the dude, but so that the pillar is gonna, yeah, perfect. How far away am I from that thing? I didn't hear you. How far?
20 feet.
20 feet?
Yeah.
Perfect. That is the range of a dart. And I'm gonna
Like
throw a
the
dart.
best range
Try
of a
and
weapon.
hit this stupid thing. Well, shit. No, that didn't work.
okay.
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
That happens.
Tristan, you're up.
I got a 7.
Tristan, you're up.
All right. I'm going to see his focus shift, and I'm also going to turn. I'm going to take 1 step backwards. And I'm going to take my regular healing potion.
Okay.
I believe it's a 1. I have it written down. I didn't write. It's a 1d4 plus 1, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I could be wrong.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. 3. 3 and 4. I roll high numbers on the 3, 4,
9. It's 9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You still have your action.
Yes, I am going to hold my action until something attacks me to attack back.
Okay.
Not close enough, and I'm not trying to get out of range.
Sure. It is going to be Brodrub's turn. He is going to... Are you going to take an attack opportunity against him, Tristan or Gormrog? Okay.
Tristan moved away, anyways.
Yeah.
He's going to move to right there. So he's within 5 feet of you, Finnick.
Okay.
And that is going to end his turn. Back at the top, it is the Rider's turn now. She is going to release from the ceiling and just flipping in the air. The 8 legs crack into the stone, and immediately the front 2 legs just kind of rear up as she takes this very aggressive posture and charges up, stepping through to you, Finnick. She's going to pull out that like almost black broken short sword and make 2 attacks with it, and then her last attack, she's going to go ahead and take a bite attack at you.
Did she take any damage from leaving the spike growth that Whisper had put up there?
She did. She takes, because she moved 5 feet to get in position before dropping, so go ahead and roll damage, Whisper.
Oh,
thank you for that.
Shit.
That was too cool to, like, not let that slide.
Yeah.
Gotta damage her with that somehow.
5 damage.
5.
Piercing.
Okay.
So good.
First attack against you, Finnick, is 13 to hit.
Hits.
Second attack that's a 19 plus 6, so that hits.
Not my friend.
And then the bite attack is another 24 to hit. All right. So
I have a healing potion in my bag.
all right. So it's
Oh, son of Beach.
10 slashing and 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Second one is 7 slashing and 6 necrotic. And then the bite is 4 piercing.
Down.
And all right.
I should have seen my potion.
So she just rakes, bites into you, and you feel your body just pulse with poison.
Oh god.
Finnick drops to the ground.
Wow. That's okay.
We got you, girl.
Hold on.
Got you.
They're gonna use some more of their
I'm
movement
shaking.
to move right here in front of you, Whisper, and that is gonna end their turn.
Wait. Brotato Chip gets an attack of opportunity.
He does.
He's not using it.
Wait, me?
Whisper, you're up.
All right. Seeing Finnick drop.
I was reading my notes. If that
Not
was
you, Tristan.
Oh, okay.
Seeing Finnick drop, Whisper screams and casts Thunder Wave at the spider.
Okay.
So she has to make a Constitution saving throw. Anticipation.
So I had 2 potions, and I only had 1, and I wouldn't have wasted that if I knew I had 2. If I only had 1, I thought I had 2 of them.
Don't worry about it, Tristan.
Just for reference, I only have an AC of 12.
We need to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
We're due for an upgrade, so we'll see what happens next level.
Okay. Where's Joe?
All right, here we go.
15-foot cube.
Huh?
Ooh, yeah, we gotta check on that Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is a monster of a spell.
Yeah, you're gonna hit either Tristan or Finnick, depending on where you put it.
Sorry,
Tristan.
Yeah, good. Good.
Okay, so Tristan, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That's a fail.
14, 17.
What's your DC, Finnick? Whisper? I'm sorry.
13.
Okay, so Tristan passes, the
Yeah.
Drider fails.
So.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Ooh. It's 10 damage, and the Drider is pushed 10 feet away. And Tristan takes 5 damage. And you aren't pushed.
I'm gonna say Tristan, roll a dexterity saving throw because she's getting it's a large creature and she's getting thrown back into you.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, 18.
All right, you're good.
Plus 18, 19, not natural 20.
Okay, I'm gonna say you have to step back to avoid her, but she is. You jump back as this massive spider creature launches towards you, but you're able to avoid being crushed under her.
Right.
Does that end your turn, Finnick? I mean, Whisper. I keep doing
The fuck?
that. it's right in front of you. That ends your turn, right, Whisper?
That ends my turn, yeah.
Okay. Polaris, you are up.
Okay. So for my action, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Right on the area where the Drider is.
Okay.
I just want to kind of center it so it doesn't hit anyone else. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't have noticed that. I'm gonna illuminate the Drider, and then they need to make a dexterity. Hold on a second. One action. Dexterity. DC is 13. Dexterity saving throw.
Wait, I might have done more damage. Sorry.
Oh, good.
I think I was supposed to roll 3d8 instead of 2.
Okay.
Because I cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
So add 2 more damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
All good.
All right. So, what kind of check they gotta make? I'm sorry.
Dexterity 13. Save.
They rolled a 18.
Oh no. So like, my necklace starts to glow a bit, and then you see Polaris touch the ground, and he's like, and he says, "Light of the Luxin, illuminate their path," and then you see a little thing of light head towards the spider, and then for a moment it seems to glow, and then it just sputters out as if some, dark force was pushing back against what Polaris was trying to do. He swears, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Is there any crevices or anything that I can kind of slide into, or can I? There's that rock in the middle still, right?
Yeah. I'll say there's enough space for you to kind of duck behind it in this situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my move action to get behind that rock and then take the hide action.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Absolutely. $14.
Okay. Finnick, I need you to go ahead and roll a death saving throw for me.
That is an 8.
That is one failed death saving throw. Clover, you're up.
I am moving right in between Finnick and the half-orc. Sorry, guys, but he didn't use his opportunity attack, and I'm only going off what I see. I'm going to hit him with my rapier with Booming Blade.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Nice. That is a 15 plus... that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
1d8. Where's my 8? Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. That is 7 damage, and then if he moves during this round, then I'll get my Booming Blade damage, but I don't get that right now.
Okay.
So he takes 7 damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Word on Finnick.
Okay.
And let me see what that is one more time. Healing Word is 1d4 plus 3. And that is 6 healing for Finnick.
Okay. Finnick, you are up.
On the ground.
Well,
but I'm awake.
You're awake.
And that will complete my turn.
All right. Gormrug, you're up.
Rosa the clown had a choice between me and the spider, and he didn't attack the spider, so he's getting attacked by me. Gonna run up, flanking with Clover.
That's water. So you can't occupy that space. I
have 40 feet of movement. I can run around the water.
It's also not that deep. I'll say it's difficult terrain. So it's just going to take double movement to move through it.
I have 40 feet of movement. All right, I just got to tell you. Can I make it or not? Okay. And with my short sword of +1 fantasticness, (16 + 6) is math help.
Like
22.
It hits.
Ooh.
And that's a 6 + 4. That's 7 total.
Okay.
He's still up.
Still up.
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Okay.
(19 + 5 is 24.
That hits.
The most powerful die in the game, a D4.
You got it.
That is a 4 + 3 is 7 more points.
Okay.
If he is still standing.
Still up.
Open hand technique allows me to force. I'm gonna make him make a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. DC 14, or else he is prone.
He rolled a 13. So he is prone. All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Tristan. Go ahead.
If I attack Spider Lady, do I get advantage because I'm flanking?
You're not flanking with anyone, so.
Oh no, there's no one in front. Okay, so I'm going to. Is the water in my way to get to Orc?
Yes.
S or
yes?
Do I have to? Yes.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain though.
All right, so I have 35.
Let's hit the spider.
Well, he's on a specific mission.
I feel you.
I understand.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay.
Yes.
So Tristan's eyes go fully full, not just glowing reptilian, and all his scales glow, his fangs grow out, and I'm going to go with a reckless attack.
You already have advantage because he's prone.
Oh, I know. I also attacked. Oh, it's not my first. Oh, I already have advantage. Oh, never mind. Okay.
So you don't need to reckless.
I was gonna attack.
All right, go ahead and roll
My
your
long-
attacks at advantage. Did you roll your wild magic?
No, I did not.
Oh, here we go.
7. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. Grows within 15 feet of you, and difficult terrain for your enemies. Around 15 feet within me, my enemies have difficult terrain.
Okay. So as you rage, the energy just pulses out of you. Whisper, an energy that tickle. Whisper and Clover, an energy that tickles a part of your mind that is just familiarity, and the vines kind of creep up around the orc as he's on the ground, and kind of you see him struggling to get out of it, and you see some of the vines kind of creep up around the Drider's legs and start to try and drag her down. But go ahead and roll your attacks, Tristan.
All right, with my greatsword. 10, 15.
That hits.
All right. 2d6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 damage. And that's only the dice for rage is plus 2, so 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I am. Nope. My turn.
All right. It is going to be Road Trip's turn. He is fucked. He's going to use half his movement to stand up. He can't go anywhere. Clover, you're the one in his path right now, so he's gonna go ahead and attack you
Bring it on, bitch.
to try and clear a
Sorry.
little bit of space to run away. That is a 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 or not 20?
Dirty 20.
I'm gonna shield it.
Okay. So, you see the bewildered desperation in his eyes as he looks around, just seeing Tristan and like digging his feet out of the vines as they try and pin him into place. He turns his great axe and just swings it on your small form to try and just cleave you in half to be able to escape out of this tunnel. And you just bring up a hand, and the blade just stops right in front of you. And you see it just the all sense of hope escape from his face. I mean, he can't move, so that's going to end his turn. It is going to be the Drider's turn now. Tristan, you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to take it.
Okay.
14, 16, 17, 14, 15, 16, 19.
Fuck, you just hit.
Oh. 2d6. I swear to God, I want to put my camera on and just roll 2 6s after the 19. My d6s. I'm not going to move them. I will take a picture of that. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, 12 plus 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
For the Drider?
Yeah.
So after I take this, I just go into full rage mode, and I'm in half dragon mode, and I take the swing to do the damage to the orc. And as that swing happens, I'm going to loop my sword under it and kind of drag and hit it on, I don't know what kind of ground it is. I'm hoping it's stone so it can spark.
It's stone.
Off the ground and come right up from the bottom of the big spider bulbous ass part and just cut clean through, right in half.
So you hear the sound of movement behind you, and as you hammer against the orc, you just drag the blade. You see even with the vines there, you see them explode in a little bit of fairy flame, like from just the amount of rage and energy that you're exposing to this area. The stone sprays against Whisper and Finnick and Clover as you swing up, like chopping thin trees. Your blade slices against the legs, and you see her entire body begin to buckle and fall as your sword slams into her abdomen, and with barely an effort slices through, and the entire rear part of her body splays open, and you just see green and brackish guts just spill out onto the floor. Slams onto the ground. You see the black blade fall from her hand and clatter to the side. Is that your turn?
Oh,
actually, that was her turn. Disregard.
I still have a bonus action this turn, right?
Disregard. That was her turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whisper, you're up.
Attack the opportunity.
And the other guy's still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay. So after releasing that thunder wave last turn, Whisper started shaking and her eyes look really wild. And I'm going to try to wild shape, but we're going to see what happens.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The random table. Okay. Whisper's whole body like folds over and she turns into a giant lizard.
Okay.
Whoa.
Table. Not what I was trying to turn into, but I'm okay with this. Alright, and that's my bonus action. So then, as a giant lizard, and this lizard's gonna have like streaks of like orange skit like on the top of its head. I'm going to crawl over to the guy. I'm going to try and bite him.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he stood up.
So no advantage, right?
No. I mean, you could get advantage if you moved around to the other side.
I'm a lizard.
All right. Yeah, now you're good.
14.
That hits.
Let's see. Okay. 1d8. 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. Okay. That ends your turn, right?
Yes.
Polaris, you're up.
Steady aim, short bow, straight at him, fire.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
God
Solid.
damn.
Just cold.
My man's got a job to do. Is that me?
12?
12 will not hit.
12 will not hit? Okay.
Was that me?
No, it was,
Did I
it was,
disappear?
it was the music.
Oh.
Yeah. He like goes up and like fires, but he's like really woozy because he's got all these poison wounds. And just it's just like fuck.
Okay. That ends your turn?
I'm going to, with my bonus action, I'm gonna drop the bow and grab my rapier, and I'm gonna declare full defense.
Okay.
Which I think I can do with a bonus action as a rogue for my cunning action. Excuse me.
It's fine for now. We'll just say it's cool.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
look it up. Finnick,
Yeah.
you're up.
Oh, I regain consciousness. Immediately fucking dizzy. I will use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go about 10 feet back. And sort of just stabilize myself against like a wall or a door.
Okay.
Like they've got this.
He is going to actually make his attack of opportunity against you because he wants to try and find something to get them off of him. So that's a miss. That's 3 plus 5. That misses.
Thank God. That would have put me down again.
Ooh.
That's your turn, Finnick?
Yeah.
Okay. Clover, you're up.
I was gonna try to talk to you, but you fuckers just don't know when to quit. And then I'm going to hit him with my rapier with booming blade.
Okay.
Plus 5. Ooh, 18 plus 5. 23.
That definitely hits.
Ooh.
1d8, and I have sneak attack because there's hella people surrounding him. So 2 of these guys. So plus 3. 10, 16, 19.
Oh, he is looking rough right now. You slam your blade into him, and he just you see the magic kind of creep out from the spot, and you see it pulsing, just waiting for him to activate that trap you set inside of him. Gormrog, you're up. I'm sorry, was that the end of your turn, Clover? Okay.
I'm sorry. I would like to use my bonus action to do one more healing word on Polaris because I know that he needs it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is just the one.
What level?
It's a bonus.
What level spell is it? You can only
When
cast.
when we discussed it, you said I could use it as a bonus action.
Yeah. No, I mean you can't cast 2 spell levels in one turn.
Booming Blade is a cantrip.
Booming Blade is a cantrip.
Thank you. That's what I was getting at. Thank you.
That is a 3 + 3, so that is 6 healing to Polaris.
Oh, thank you.
And that will end my turn.
Awesome. Gormog, you're up.
I'm out of spells.
Question.
Answer.
Do I know what Clover just did magically?
Clover, you've used this spell in the past.
I've been practicing it all around the house, so everyone would have seen me just going around practicing this spell and reading this spell. I had to spend like 25 hours studying it in order to learn it. So
I would say
I would assume so.
What do you want to do, Gromrug? What's the plan?
What is the plan?
He signed his own brobituary. I'm gonna hit him.
How many bro puns?
Brobituary.
Okay. 25 to hit.
That hits.
People really are so exciting here at Tal'Dorei.
7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Yes!
Yes!
I imagine that he turned around to face the lizard, and then he got stabbed by the little fluffy one, and he's just kind of disoriented, and I want to just grab him from behind by the shoulder and just thrust my blade through his spine.
You pull back his head as he's just wildly looking around. Now you slam the blade into him, pull it out. He kind of takes 2 steps to the side. Side explodes from the booming blade as it goes off the movement. Just tears his entire abdomen in half. And he slumps down to the ground, torn in half. We are out of combat.
Before Clover is gonna rush right over to Finnick and ask if she's okay. I don't have any more spell slots. I can't heal you anymore. But how are you feeling?
I did not like that.
Is everyone all right?
A little dizzy, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Did not like that.
Well, we did it.
Finnick, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
There it is.
It's a 9.
Okay, go ahead and add one tick mark for me.
Okay.
You can see she's sweating a little bit, a little heavier breathing.
I'm going to kind of get up and start kind of looking in the room around the area.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
Clover is going to step over to the spider. She's going to take out her water skin, and she would like to fill it with spider venom.
Okay, go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Okie dokes.
She walks up to the spider that I'm just sitting there, still holding my swing action, just covered in spider garbage, and still waiting for my rage to fade. Still very much in a primal rage mode.
Okay, as you stand there and look at your kill, you feel the energy kind of start to subside from your body. You see the vines kind of evaporate into energy.
I only got an 8.
Okay.
But my passive perception is really my passive investigation is a 19.
Okay.
So I'm really injured.
I'll say you give a quick kind of cursory glance. You see the bow of the Drider on the floor. You see the that broken blade kind of tumbled onto the ground next to it. You see the larger sarcophagus off to the rear of the room. Besides that, there's not too much else you immediately notice.
Can I lay if I or any undercommon?
I'm sorry, you broke up there. Say that one more time.
Oh, sorry. Can I examine the blade? Like, is this like a? Is there any like undercommon written on it?
Are you picking it up to examine it, or are you just looking at it?
No, I'm actually like it's. You guys are gonna see him holding his hands up like on purpose, and him just looking at it with his eyes. Like at first it seems a little weird, but it's almost like he's almost treating it like the weapon is poison if he would touch it.
Okay, as you look at it, like I said, the blade and the handle are just darker than dark. It almost as you look at it, you feel like you're getting drawn into it. It's that dark. You're not actually like there's no effects, but it's so dark that it's like pulls you in almost. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. You look at the actual hilt of the blade, the handle, and you see coming up the blade a little bit before it breaks off. You see a language you don't know.
Are any of you good with languages?
I mean, I speak a couple.
Oh no, I speak quite a bit of tongues, and this is not written in the language of the Underdark.
On the word tongues from the hot person in the room, Gormog's going to snap his attention back in to reality after having been just staring at the body he just left on the ground. Yeah, and I know a couple as well. What do you got?
I'll look at it.
Be very careful. It could be cursed, and we don't have a wizard with us, do we? By chance, or?
While I hear that, I'm going to use magic awareness without their knowing in that direction of the sword.
Okay.
No, our resident wizard is no longer with us. He's off on his own personal pursuits.
Oh.
With that, Clover's demeanor just completely drops, and she immediately goes from thrilled to sad.
Yeah.
What are you using again, Tristan? Magic awareness?
Magic awareness. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of a concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any magic or magic item within 60 feet of you, and that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. As you extend that sight, almost blindingly, this item fills your vision with energy, and it's exceptionally magically powerful. It is a magic older than schools of magic, and there seems to be some sort of enchantment on it, but it seems like the blade itself is magic. It's not.
So even with that, I because it's older than school, so I can't discern the type of.
It's
magic.
Enchantment, essentially, but it is like it's not there. There's not actually a blade there that is enchanted. It is pure magic.
Got it.
In blade form.
Okay.
Okay. For the languages I know, Abyssal, Celestial, and Primordial.
It is Primordial.
I also know Primordial.
Written across it in Primordial, it's begins to essentially. It says, death in Primordial. It's not necessarily like a word for word translation, but it's the essence of death is essentially what it begins, what it says, and you translate that out before it's broken off. And it is still seeping that black smoke almost from the broken blade.
Essence of death.
Can I make an Arcana check? I've got like +1. I'm not a wizard, but maybe I know something.
I will say the DC is going to be dumb high, but
right, no, of course.
Everyone can go ahead and make either an Arcana or a History check.
I'm not there.
Also busy. Speaking of which, sorry, but I rolled a 17 on survival.
Okay.
I'm gonna do history. Just because my characters. No, I have no idea what this is. It's a bad evil sword.
20.
16.
15.
Yeah. None of you have any idea what this blade is.
I have no idea what this is.
This is not something I want to touch.
No.
I just don't want to leave it here for anybody else to find.
Exactly.
I can use my mage hand to put it directly in the bag of holding unless you think that would be dangerous.
Do you have any wizards that you trust, or priests of your gods that you worship, that you can take this to?
No. Wizards, yeah, not that we know where he is.
The only people of magic I know I'm not bringing this to.
All right. Shall we check the sarcophagus?
Don't touch it, but yeah.
Clover?
And
oh, okay.
Sorry, while we're next to each other, I'm just gonna pass Finnick a potion of greater healing.
Nice.
So Tristan's gonna take he's gonna slow walk while his head's down to go up to Gormrog and just lightly put his head on his shoulder for a couple seconds.
Wait, Garmog, did you roll for the healing already? Or
No, it's 44 plus 4.
right.
But I'm just handing you the potion, so you can either drink it or hold on to it, but that's your choice.
I'll hold on to it, but I'll take my normal healing potion.
Okay. Clover, just real quick, just say 3 Drider. We'll figure it out later, but I'll say that's 3 Drider Venom doses.
Perfect.
I'm chomping on half work.
You're eating. Oh, because you're still lizard form. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head with Gorm and oh my gosh, Tristan, over to inspect the sarcophagus.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me. Actually, would you?
I would like to
for
help.
brevity's sake, with your passive perception, your passive investigation is high enough. It is not locked or trapped.
All right, not locked, not trapped. Now can we touch it?
By this time, Lizard will walk up to the group, covered in
Or would you both prefer I touch something else?
Tristan, do you think this is one of those things? How long does your magic detection thing stay up?
It does not tell me a time.
Until it's 6.
Isn't it
6
one
seconds.
turn?
Yeah, it's 6.
As an action awareness, concentrate until you end of your turn. Next turn, so I guess it's like 15 seconds. Or no, 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's probably done by now.
If you think it's safe to touch.
I will say, while you had it up, you didn't notice any light coming from the actual sarcophagus itself.
So I'm gonna go with, as far as I know, Gormy with my head still on his shoulder. As far as I know, I wouldn't touch it, but it doesn't seem like it's so harmful.
Okay. Polaris, come on. I'm gonna help him
All right,
open it.
we're gonna open it.
Okay. As you slide open the lid, inside you see several other items kind of drawn into the one side of it. You see several books stacked up, and then in the center you see about a dozen scrolls.
Oh, right. Does these look like the ones that I'm looking for?
Yes, they do.
Oh, excellent. You just see me like start like pulling at its specific scrolls, and some of them have seals like of the Kreen
They all
on
would
it.
Have, they all would have
They all
seals
do?
specific to the Cerberus Assembly and the Kryn Dynasty.
Oh, thank the Luxon. This is what was stolen from us by the Myriad, and as you now know, the Children of Malice. I have to get these back to your house.
DM?
Yeah.
Would I have any knowledge about the Children of Malice or the Spider Queen that was mentioned earlier?
Yep.
Yep.
Wicked.
We're good.
I'll say also inside the sarcophagus, you see. Let me get my notes. You see a gem.
Oh, are we looking for a picture?
I'm looking for the actual descriptions. You see a bluish gem that almost seems to glow in the center with a bit of light. You see a brooch. That looks like a shield that kind of links over to the same image, just kind of on its side. You see a pair of goggles in there that have like this almost owl-like design to them.
Dibs.
I'm gonna start like very deliberately and carefully, specifically the items you're describing, Joe, handing them to the party.
Okay.
And he's just going to be like, the information is what I'm here for, and whatever else was in here, well, as far as my boss is concerned, payment for services rendered to the Dynasty.
I want to reach out to grab when you're passing the blue gem, and I'm going to revert from Lizard as I reach out back to Whisper.
Cool.
Be very careful who you trust with these. There are certain magics that the rest of the world isn't ready to know about. So, if any of these items that I have given you are exhibiting some sort of strange behavior, or suddenly you find it being highly coveted by a certain organization of wizards known as the Cerberus Assembly, please reach out to me.
Oh.
Where can we find you?
Well, you have my name. You know what I look like. If you know someone with sending, you can find me anywhere in the world.
I want to run over to the body I was just snacking on and see if I can find the other sending stone.
However, is there like another... There was another hallway, wasn't there, Joe?
There were two other hallways, yes. Go ahead and roll an investigation check, Whisper. Yeah, there were two other hallways, Polaris.
Okay. There are still two other hallways. and I do not intend on abandoning your troop until the rest are explored.
I don't want you to leave us.
I don't really want to leave either,
We
but I'll have to leave eventually. That has to make it back. It can't stay here. But I feel like there's more to know here, and I feel like you all have questions you want to ask me, so.
So much.
we
Gotta
do
say.
have a home with a second floor being built, which would include a guest room.
I have
Do
a
we
bunk
want?
bed. I built it myself. I don't know how stable it is.
Is there any way I could hide out there until I can secure transportation back to your house?
That's kind of what I'm insinuating, although hide isn't the word I'd use, but you're welcome as far as I'm concerned.
Is definitely we're a little bit in over our heads here. I was expecting agents of the Children of Malice. I was not expecting. Do you know what that is?
It is
That is.
dead.
Oh, and I'm immensely grateful for that. That is a Drider. Driders are.
A spider?
They're people who were once devoted to the spider goddess Loth. And then.
Loth?
It's one of her many names. Most refer to her as the Spider Queen. She is one of the betrayer gods. A goddess of manipulation, treachery, weaving. She's not a good being. And it took a lot for my people to leave her. Driders are those that were punished, though some saw them as a blessing, with a half spider, half humanoid form. They are all twisted and mad and utterly devoted to her, even though it is one of her curses that turns them into that. And he just kind of sort of like seems like really nervous. I wasn't expecting. Let's just say that I am as surprised as the two of you are. I knew something dangerous was here. Maybe a priest or a. I just didn't think it had gotten this far.
With her calling you a blood traitor, does that refer to the drow who left?
Yes. When we discovered the Luxon deep in the Underdark, our Empress was given the revelation, a truth about our world, and she led our people out of the darkness to the surface world to spread the message of the Luxon and to turn our back against Loth and the Betrayer Gods and everything they stood for. I'm not
What
like...
is...
Oh.
I'll let you finish.
I was just gonna say I'm not like the drow that are probably spoken of here in old folk tales.
What is the Luxon? Oh.
The Luxon is... The priest would say that the Luxon is a star that hangs in the night sky and didn't want to be a star anymore. They wanted to understand the universe. So they went on a journey, found this planet, or this rock, or this world. I don't know. When I was in school as a child, there were 4 or 5 different words for the same thing. And the Luxon was the spark of life that awakened Exandria. But it wasn't enough. You've heard the stories of the Calamity, correct? And the Divergence, where all of the gods were warring with one another, and well, the Luxon wanted to understand why. Why were the gods fighting? Why were the primordials violent? They wanted to understand it. And so the Luxon spread itself throughout all of Exandria. And we who are devoted to the Luxon are gathering the Luxon back together again, so that so we can all know the meaning of life. I know, it sounds crazy. I wouldn't even believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. And considering the alternative, and he points to the corpse of the Drider.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would rather believe in starlight. And hope.
What would happen if someone with the wrong intentions got a hold of it?
Would it scare you too much if I said some already have? As I point to one of the seals in the chest of the Cerberus Assembly.
Do you know of any others?
The Cerberus Assembly, if they are involved as well, they're dangerous. They are a cabal of wizards from the Dwendalian Empire that only care about their own personal pursuit of power.
I know people like that all too well.
Whisper, what did
Let's
you
see.
on your investigation check?
17.
Okay, you are able to rip the earring out of his ear and find it.
I'm gonna walk back over to the group. And since I have the sending stone from before, I'm gonna pass him the one that I just ripped off the half-orc.
Oh.
Now you have a way. Now we have a way to communicate.
Yay.
Think and whisper.
Oh. Shall we continue to explore this cave? Make sure we're not going to get ambushed by any more surprises.
I'm going to give a quick cursory look around in the room we're in before we do that. Just see if we missed anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll one more investigation check for me.
Yeah. I'm stuffing my side satchel with all of the scrolls.
Okay.
17.
Okay. I will say as you examine in and around this room with the 17, you see a space carved out behind the sarcophagus, and as you kind of reach in, you pull out this large sack, and you give it open it up. There's 100 platinum inside.
Yay!
Okay.
Ha ha ha!
I'm also. Okay, good.
I'm going to reach out a hand and just sort of touch Polaris's shoulder. I know it's hard to leave. I just want you to know that I understand what your people had to do. And you are not a traitor for that.
Thank you. It's been centuries that so many of us have tried to live in the light. It's like the Spider Queen just won't let go.
Don't worry, we're gonna smush her.
No, but if she's aligning herself with humans like the Cerberus Assembly and the Myriad, you need to tell your council what's going on here. This is something that spans multiple continents.
We'll run it up the chain.
As will I.
Even if she doesn't let go, don't give her a full grasp.
It's why I am giving you all the sword. I don't trust myself to carry it.
Do we want to touch that thing?
You don't. At least not until you find someone that can tell you exactly what it is. And I'm not sure you all want to travel halfway across the world to Yoros just to find out what that blade is when you have experts here.
We can lock it in one of these crates and come back.
You should keep it in your bag of holding, probably wrapped in a cloth.
I very reluctantly say we could probably take it to the Platinum Dragon's temple and see if they can look at it.
I was thinking that too.
I just don't want to bring anything that will ruin anything that they're doing there, because they're helping me, and I need their help.
Of course.
Well, Finnick, as long as you're comfortable with it, I can use my mage hand to put the sword in your bag.
Yeah, that works.
Should we wrap it in a cloth first? I don't have one.
What?
I'll just sort of take off my...
I put on my gloves and then help Fennec wrap the blade so that it stops, so that it's completely covered and can be mage hand lifted into the...
Okay, easy enough. You are able to, without actually letting your skin touch onto the blade, you are able to wrap it carefully and get it into the bag of holding. And I'm going to say, for brevity's sake, explore the rest of the cavern. Not much else of interest. There's a quarters there set up for it looks like they're setting up almost a barracks in the area, and the other side being where they're getting their food stores stored away and the rest of that. You make your way back out of the cave, standing next to the large caravan of the Liger lumber wagon. And unless there's anything else anyone wanted to do before we wrap up for tonight.
By the way, Mr. Polaris, since you're our friend now, I think maybe I should introduce you to Gormrog and Finnick and Tristan.
Yes! We survived. We got everyone's names.
It's a pleasure to
You
meet
already know me and Whisper.
It is an absolute pleasure. So, where's this safe house? Can we get some dinner? I'm sure you all have all kinds of questions about your
We don't need to get dinner. Mr. Gormrog's the best cook.
I'm all right. But yeah, I can whip something up. We got a house in Westrun, not too far from here.
All right then. Well,
Before we go, should we
close off this cave?
I think
wanna
that would
close
be
the
an
sphincter?
excellent idea. Do we have any explosives left that we can cause
I
a
can
cave
use
in?
Thunderwave again.
Thunderwave is probably not going to be strong enough to collapse the cave entrance. But
I think we found some explosives in that box, in one of that first boxes that we
I
opened.
would say if you go ahead and gather up all the explosives that you found in that first room, you probably could. Use those to blow
Are we gonna have enough to keep for ourselves, just in case we do need them?
That is true, but keep in mind, you're going to have to keep an eye on this place because the Myriad already knows it's here.
We're not worried about the Myriad. I hope they all come.
You are a very, very formidable gentleman.
Okay, so I'll say you gather up the explosives, keeping 2 for yourself. We'll say you guys keep 2 lock explosives. They're little, much smaller than the actual firebomb ones. Set them all up and are able to detonate the cave entrance, causing that to collapse in upon itself. And begin to make your way back to Western with your friend Polaris in tow. And I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Aww.
Hey,
Should we keep playing?
That was a fun session.
That was great.
Do we got someone we can rate out, Whisper? I mean, Gem?
Let me look.
Oh, you say
Thank you for
it.
joining us.
Oh my
Thank you
God!
so
Thank you
much.
so much. I had a great time. I will, whenever y'all, I have a guest room now. And Joel, Polaris will definitely be naming this group as like great assets to the Kryn.
Well, if you're
Well, good.
available
Now we
next
have
week,
allies
I don't
if
want
we
to.
ever
I mean,
visit.
not next week.
Oh shit, the real cult?
Community night.
If you're available, in what are we playing again? 2 weeks?
Probably.
I don't know. I'll send you the date. I'll send you the date, Hector. If you're available,
Send me the date.
You're more than welcome to join us and kick off another little arc with Polaris.
Yes, I will keep me informed.
Yay.
And let's keep this arc going. I'm very excited.
I love
Thank you,
it.
thank you for inviting me, Jem. Like from the get go.
I think I have somebody to raid
All right, who
too.
you
I
got?
don't know if they're like closing or not,
What do you got?
but the initiative order.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good folks.
All right.
They're playing Power Rangers game.
Which one?
It's a Power Rangers actual play series. It's
Donald's now.
We-
definitely
oh.
watching that. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great night. See you on the raid. Adios.
Good night.
Bye.